I've been an avid fan of Shark Week for many years now. I just love learning about these amazing creatures, and I think that you will too. Today, through this speech, I'm going to inform you about 5 different species of shark and about their habitats, diets, and any other characteristics that make them unique. The information from this speech was taken from the National Geographic websites, where you can find information about other species of sharks and see pictures of all the sharks that I'm talking about today. First, I'd like to start with the most well-known species of shark, the great whites. Even though they are responsible for 1/3 to 1/2 of all shark attacks on humans, they're not as dangerous as people see them to be. See, sharks are very curious animals. They bite things to find out if they're food or not food. Well, great whites are able to distinguish between the two, but after what scientists like to call a sample bite. They bite, realize it's not food, and then swim away. And that is why most great white shark attacks are not fatal to their victims. Great white sharks typically live in cool coastal waters worldwide. They are carnivores who enjoy eating seals, sea lions, and sea turtles. They are natural-born hunters. Their incredible sense of smell allows them to sense 1 drop of blood in up to 25 gallons of water, or even just a trace of blood up to 3 miles away. They also have 300 extremely sharp serrated teeth that are arranged in rows in their mouth. And this is beneficial because if they lose a tooth, then one can replace the one that it lost with one from the row behind it. They have very sleek bodies and strong tails, which allow them to swim up to 15 miles per hour and even breach the water. And they breach the water when they do surprise attacks or ambushes on their prey. They're also born with a natural camouflage. On the top, they're gray, which when looking down, blends in with the rocks on the sea floor. And their white underbellies allow, from when you're looking up at them, to blend in with the light hitting the surface of the water. They average about 15 feet long, but some have been found to be 20 feet long and weighing 5,000 pounds. Even larger than the great white shark is the whale shark. They average to be about 18 to 32 feet long and weigh 20 tons. Some have been measured up to 40 feet long, which makes the whale shark the largest fish in the sea. They live in the warm waters of tropical seas, and some of them migrate in the spring to coastal Australia, where there are large populations of plankton, which is their main source of food. See, whale sharks are filter feeders, which means that they go up to the surface where plants and plankton, even small fish swim, and they open their wide mouths and they take in and filter these things. Despite their ginormous size, they are actually very friendly. Unlike the docile whale sharks, tiger sharks are much more dangerous. They live in the tropical and subtropical waters all over the world. They're responsible for the second most attacks on humans, right behind the great white shark. But one thing that distinguishes their attacks from the great white attacks is that they don't leave after they bite their victim, because they're not able to sense food and not food as well as the great whites are. They are scavengers. They will eat anything that they find. Besides their great sense of smell and sight, they have a powerful jaw that's lined with very sharp serrated teeth, which allows them to crack open the shells of sea turtles and clams to eat those. Also, stingrays, seals, squids, birds, license plates, and even old tires have been found in the stomachs of tiger sharks. They're characterized by their markings of dark vertical stripes on the juveniles, which is a stage above pup, which is a baby shark, but they're not quite full adults yet. They have the stripes, but as they get older, they'll fade or even disappear. These tiger sharks average between 10 to 14 feet long and weigh anywhere between 850 pounds and 1,400 pounds. Some have been measured to be 25 feet long and weigh 1,900 pounds. Although these tiger sharks strike humans more viciously than great whites, they are not the most dangerous species of shark. That title belongs to the bull shark. These are very aggressive sharks, but they do not bite intentionally, just like the great whites do. They live in warm, shallow, tropical waters on the shorelines, but they can venture inland through rivers and tributaries. They've been spotted thousands of miles inland up the Amazon River. They're named bull sharks because of their short, blunt snout, and also because sometimes they will headbutt their victims before they attack them. They are very fast, agile predators, and they'll eat anything, but they mainly consume fish, dolphins, and other sharks. They average between 7 to 12 feet in length and weigh anywhere between 200 to 500 pounds. Along with the bull shark, black-tip sharks also live in warm, shallow waters. But they do migrate in the summer to cooler waters, such as off the coast of Cape Cod, Massachusetts. And these are also known to sometimes breach the surface. They'll dive out of the water, rotate several times, and then splash back down, hurling themselves at the prey, which are small fish that swim near the surface of the water. Their diet mainly consists of stingrays, squids, and some crustaceans. Female black-tip sharks typically birth between 4 and 10 pups, which, like I said earlier, are baby sharks. When these mature, these juvenile sharks like to live in groups close to shore, which helps protect them from the older sharks that are looking to eat them. These can average anywhere between about 8 feet in length and can be about 60 to 220 pounds. Through this speech, I hope that you're now more informed about the 5 species of sharks that I discussed and about their habitats, diets, and other characteristics that make them unique.